Hi, I'm Madison and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a brand new weekly reading vlog. I am so excited for this week's weekly reading vlog because, as you can see, I am going to be reading the Losers Duet. I'm guessing it says, they both say losers and one just says one and one says two. So I'm just going to call it the Losers Duet by Harley Laroux. So there are two books. Look how, these are big. These are big boys, okay? They are massive. This is a Why Choose, oh, there's four guys. Oh, it's a Why Choose romance. This is the follow-up to her previous book, The Dare. So what you're following Jessica, and when she was in high school, she was like the cheer captain, a really popular girl. She had her boyfriend. Her boyfriend was like also the really most popular guy, but he used to bully these guys at their school, and she also used to bully these guys at her school. And the novella takes place while they're in college, and she comes back to like her hometown and ends up seeing those guys again and ends up entering into like a dare with them, and it ends up into like a very sexy dare, and she ends up like basically spending the night with like one of them. And then this takes place even more years later after that, where she like meets them all again, and this is like after college, and I don't really know. So it's Jessica is the girl, and then the guys are Manson, Jason, Lucas, and Vincent. And Manson is the one that she like bullied the most and is the one who like she did the dare with on Halloween night, who like she did all the sexy things with, and it was very hot, very like amazing. The only thing I didn't like about the novella is that the other three guys, Jason, Lucas, and Vincent, all dressed up in a clown costume during it, and that was like not my kind of cup of tea. So as long as there's no more clown orgies in this, I should be fine to read it. I'm very excited. Okay. Goodbye. Oh my god. Okay, so I am currently 150 pages into it. It is so freaking good. It's not even funny. It's currently Christmas Eve though, so I'm not going to get a bunch more read, but what I can tell you so far is that it is delicious, and it has to do with streetcar racing. So I did not know that initially that's what this was going to be about. But that's like some of my favorite stuff. So two of them are streetcar racers. They also have a garage that they like trick out cars to and do that kind of stuff. And that's like their whole like goal is to like do some really cool engine stuff and things like that. But a big part of this is still the whole bully plot line, not just between her and the guys, but also between like the guys that bullied the losers during high school. They're still in town. So there's still like a big feud between those two groups, even though like the losers are now like super hot and badass and just like A+ territory. The one thing I will say is that you do need to read The Dare before you do read this duet, because there is no recounting of the events of the Dare. And so you've got the first chapter, which is during high school, and then the second chapter is like, this is when the Dare takes place. And then you've got the day after the Dare, and then you've got 3 years later after that. So that's when this is currently taking place, is 3 years after the Dare, when Jessica has come back to her hometown because she just graduated college but doesn't have like an actual job yet, and so she's doing a remote internship in the interim. And her mum is like, takes place in Tennessee, so her mum's like the typical like Southern belle, is like, you have to be like a homemaker, like a trophy wife, and this is all the things I want for you. And obviously Jessica is like, you want me to be a trophy wife, but I like this really dark sexual shit. So it's like, hello. Oh, it's so good in that sense. So I'm excited to see if this is going to keep on going. I'm loving it so much so far. It definitely has the Dare vibes, but a lot more kind of like spread throughout. And this is just a very good like dark romance, dark, smutty, spicy romance as well. And it definitely like starts off with everything going on. So I'm A+ loving it. I'm so excited to continue. But my favorite guy is still Manson. He was like the main guy who's like part, like the head of the group kind of in a sense, and is like the guy that she's always like been the most attracted to. So I feel like whenever there's like a Why Choose romance or anything like that, there's always one person who sometimes kind of is the main focal point, and that definitely is Manson for her and the guys. And I love him so much. He carves, this sounds so weird, he carves a heart into her finger too, which is just like, I know it sounds so weird that like he carves a heart into it, but like, he carves a heart. I loved it so much. So yeah, that's my update right now. Two of the guys though, Jason and Vince, are together. They are like an actual couple, but obviously they're all also together as well, so it's like, if you know what I mean, you know? But the whole town is like super like homophobic, biphobic, so do know that is a huge trigger as well. So that is my update for now. I'm gonna go back to my family to celebrate Christmas Eve, and yes, okay. Hello and happy Christmas. So, well, happy holidays. I celebrate Christmas, but Happy holidays. I wanted to come on quickly because I do have 2 Christmas gifts that I did get this, well, holiday gifts that I got this year from you guys. And so since I've done all my stuff with my family this morning celebrating Christmas, I wanted to come on really quickly just so I could open these for funsies. Plus, I haven't read anything since I last talked to you guys. I'm not surprised. I don't know why I thought I was going to read anything during the Christmas weekend, but you know, for some reason I did think that, and that was dumb. Anyway, so let me get to these. Happy Christmas, you beautiful human. Love, Keely. So this is from Keely Joe. He's one of my good friends who I actually met through BookTube. And let's see what we got. Oh wow, it's so much smaller than I expected. This is Find Me by Ashley Rostek. This is one of my favorite books that I've read this year. It's a brand new reverse harem series that I found. Well, it's not brand new, but it's a new reverse harem series that I recently read and I am absolutely in love with. It's the Whitsex series. I'm so glad. Thank you so much for sending me this. I really wanted it. And I actually haven't taken it off my Kindle yet because I wanted to get it so I could highlight it. And now I'm so excited. Thank you, babe. Oh my god, this is perfect. I'm literally so happy. Okay, and then we have this package here. Let's see what we got. Merry Christmas, and if this gets there early, then early Christmas. Hope you have a great time with your family. P.S. Wotakoi is the greatest of all time rom-com manga so far, in my opinion, from Jay. Jay! Oh my god. So hi, Jay. Thank you so much for what a... Oh my god. Okay, this is absolute perfection. So we have Wotakoi Volume 3, which I'm so excited. I really want to continue. Oh my god, I love Wotakoi. I really want to continue my Wotakoi collection because I've only got volumes 1 and 2 so far. And this is actually one of my all-time favorites. If you didn't know, Wotakoi actually has an anime that's on Amazon Prime, FYI. Oh my god, this makes me so happy to see. And the Amazon Prime series only follows the first 2 volumes, so I cannot wait to continue on to see where everything else keeps going. This is such a cute one. And then the other one we have here is Persona 5. This is my favorite video game of all time, just favorite everything. And I really wanted the manga just because I'm just obsessed with it, basically. And they are it's just one of my favorites, and it's such a cool concept. Oh my god, if you have not read, played, or watched Persona 5, you 100% need to. It is one of my all-time favorites, and it is so cool. Oh my god, I'm so excited to have a manga version of it. It's the best. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Okay, so that is my little Christmas unboxing for everyone. I'm gonna go back to my family and do some stuff today, and yeah, catch you guys up once I actually read something, because at the moment we're going downhill, so somehow I need to figure my shit out, but I'll catch you guys up later. Okay, bye. Okay, so I wanted to come on quick because I have been reading all day today. It's the day after, it's Boxing Day, by the way. I'm currently halfway through. Basically, what this is about is her car ends up breaking down, the engine basically dies because she has never gone to get her car checked in her entire life, basically, you know? And so Manson is there and is like, okay, we'll bring it back to my shop, we'll fix it for you. But she doesn't have the money to pay to fix the car. She doesn't have the money to pay to fix the car. So they decide instead, you know, that she will basically be out there beck and call for the next 5 to 6 weeks or until the car is done. And so that's what this is. It's her basically kind of in this sexual agreement with them. And it's so funny because she's like, what is this supposed to be? Some kind of bad porno? The plot of it. And I was like... I was like, but actually. Anyway, at the same time also, what I really appreciate this is that they're like, you know, we need to know what your hard limits, soft limits, all these kind of sexy things are. And so they basically give her this 13-page questionnaire for her to fill out that she has to answer. And it is so hilarious because she's like, you know, I'm looking she's like, I have to Google some of these things. I'm looking them up. She's like, I don't know what half of this stuff is. And it's the best. It's so funny. But I also really appreciate that they showed that part of it. So that was very good. I just got to the scene now where we have got her, she's home alone because her parents are away on an anniversary trip, and Manson and Lucas just broke in to her house and are basically doing a little bit of like a stalking primal play CNC action going on. So do definitely check the content warnings for this when it comes to the kink warnings, just because there's like so many different things in this. I am a little afraid because at one point they did mention golden showers, and that is not something I really want to read about, to be flat out honest with you. I really don't want to read about golden showers. I don't. It's not, like, no. But the primal play going on right now is delicious, and the choking and everything's going very well. Apparently scarification is a thing, which is basically got to do with like a knife play to an extent. But you know how she carved that, he carved the heart into her finger. She's like, I want him to carve more things into me, and I'm like, oh my god. So FYI, if you are someone who really enjoyed, I feel like, some of the things that were in the cat and mouse duet, definitely check this out, because it's got a lot of like similar things to it in this, but also more. And also, oh my god, what I really love is we're getting a couple chapters from back when they were in high school and some of their first interactions with her, and I am just sitting here praying and pleading that we get the scene where her and Manson first kissed when they were in high school. I want to read that so bad, it's not even funny, okay? Like, I want to read that so freaking badly. But I'm loving this. I'm already finished I'm tabbing it, as you know, but I've already finished one of my tabs for this. I'm moving on to this next one, and oh, it's so good. This is so hot, so beautiful, so up my alley. A+ territory. We are loving it. It's so good. And also, oh my god, there was one scene, hang on, let me see if I can find it. But like, they're talking, she's like asking about like how he got into doing cars and like mechanics in the first place. And at one point she's like, wow, this is actually like really cool. And she like praises him, and like he tries to hide his smile, and it's so cute. I love it so much. And then obviously like Jason is our little hacker, and I love hackers so much. Like, whenever it's his stuff and he's doing things, I'm like, delicious, so good. So I'm gonna continue reading this. I also just started, I'm listening with my, oh shit, brick. I'm listening with my headphones. I found like a playlist that someone made of like just songs that kind of like vibe with the books. I've been listening to that, and that's been really nice, as like a bit of a different thing rather than just sitting here in silence while reading it. So yes. Oh, also I got this for Christmas yesterday, this jacket. My mum got it for me, and it's like really nice and comfy. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna go continue reading, and I'll catch you guys up. Bye. Oh my freaking god, so many good things I could say right now with this book. Like, I'm actually dying over it. It's not even funny. So without spoiling anything, oh my god, so many things actually now to think about. First off, there's like a whole like zappy thing that they use in like a sexual situation, kind of like a taser, but like sexually, like a sexual taser. That sounds kind of strange, but if you know what I mean. Anyway, two things though that I absolutely adored so far. One of them is dancing in the rain. I've got a dancing in the rain scene. My heart melted into like 13 pieces. And the second thing is right now I'm in a scene that has to do with a maid costume and video games. It's such a good one. Literally, the maid costume video games. Bruh, trust me, you guys need to read this. It is so good. It is so good. So, that's all I'm gonna say for now. I'll catch you guys up. How far am I? Let's see. I'm currently this far through, so 2/3 of the way. So, yay! Okay, so I just finished the book. Can we just take a second and look at how beautifully okay, why is there such a big space here? But look how beautifully tabbed it is. Oh, it's so wonderful. I loved this so much. Such a 5 out of 5 stars, hands down. Like, literally, I'm in love with it. It was so beautiful, and didn't even feel like it was too long. Like, I mean, obviously, like, it's part 1 of the damn duet. Oh, I say as I go to grab the second one, I need to get different tabs. I think I'm gonna do like a red vibe for this one, since like Lucy's is in red here, this is in blue. It's my whole thought process. Anyway, so the next one I know is going to deal with Manson's dad primarily, probably, and also like Jess properly being like with all 4 of the guys, like as like a relationship, because this one deals more with Jess kind of coming to terms with like saying screw you to everyone and her old reputation and kind of doing who she is, which I really love. Like, the whole character arc in this for her and everyone, her and Lucas's relationship, especially because Lucas was so afraid of like letting her in and like accepting that she would ever be part of their group, considering of like everything that they went through in high school. So I adore the shit out of this. It was so amazing. And not only that, but there's like this one quote at the end that I really, really loved. Let me grab it real quickly. It was, If you can get through the night, you'll see the sun again. Keep chasing the next sunrise. I love so many things about this. It was so good. Also, there was a great scene where Manson carved his name into her butt. Fun fact. I loved that so much. My hair's like freshly washed. This is my first time washing it since I got my bangs done the other day. So I'm actually going tomorrow to get them fixed because they're not exactly how I want them to be. But I mean, it's not bad. Anyway, that's my little update is that I finished this. 5 out of 5 stars. I freaking adored the shit out of it. I'll catch you guys up later. So, as you can, well, I probably shouldn't have started this video here. Actually, I feel like it kind of looks a little brighter than normal. So I got my hair done, got it shorter. It's been a journey and a half, in case anyone is currently wondering. I had a bit of a breakdown yesterday after I initially cut it shorter because I was like, I can't get it to sit and it looks like crap. And I'm still playing around with it, but it's still not perfect and I'm getting like stuff tomorrow to, anyway, ignoring that, I did just start Losers Part 2. I am like, what, 24 pages in. My only update that I want to give you right now is the fact that this starts out, the very first chapter of this is the scene where her and Manson first kiss in high school, and I was like dead and I died internally, so it was amazing. That's the only reason why I wanted to come on, was to say we got that scene and it was just as good as I wanted it to be, and I love the shit out of it. And they're all about to, well, they didn't kidnap her, but they basically are now taking her, all 4 of the guys are taking her to some cabin secluded away for a weekend of complete and utter dumb sub debauchery. That's what I was trying to say. I can't wait, so we'll see. I'm also filming a vlog currently with my dad for Ninth House, so I'm juggling 2 completely different books right now, but what's my update? Hello, okay, so I am currently in Mexico to close out this vlog because I didn't close it out before I left because I suck, clearly. So I actually finished Losers Part 2 a couple days ago. I've actually read 3 books since then. Surprise, surprise. Can't you guys wait for my next vlog? No, you can't. But basically with Losers Part 2, it was amazing. Now shit, now I need to try and remember everything that happened in it because I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. I gave the whole Duet 5 stars, to be quite honest with you guys. And obviously I don't want to spoil anything that happens in the second book, but one thing I really did love about it was each of the scenes where, and I don't consider this spoilery, but each of the scenes where she's like, I love you, or they're like, I love you, and that happens, and they say that to one another. Oh, those were all so good. Those were such good scenes. I was like, I died each and every single time, and I was just like, they all meant so much, and they were so beautiful, and it was just so amusing. And the epilogues as well, such a good epilogue. Sometimes I'm like, oh, it's whatever, like it's, you know, it is what it is. It was amazing. I loved it so much. When they had their like 3-day fornication weekend in the cabin, that was also very well done. It was amazing. I can tell you that I laughed out loud a bunch of times. I can tell you that I tabbed this shit out of the book. There are a lot of scenes that I was even like, oh, I have to make videos and TikToks and things about that because I was like, they were so good. I'm trying to think now what those even were though. I'm so annoyed at myself that I can't actually remember. I was like shooketh with how far things actually got with the whole like revenge plot and how things were going with like the ending. I was like, damn. I was like, that's intense. I was like, this got nuts. But it was also really good at the same time. Like nothing felt like too over the top, and it's weird because like I think of it as a dark romance, but I said it the other day and I had some people being like, it's not a dark romance, but I'm like, well, it's not just a regular contemporary romance either at all. So, well, I can tell you that in the second one, because I know in the first one I said that Manson carves his name into Jess's butt. In the second one, Manson carves his initials into Lucas. That happens. Oh, I remember now. There's also a BDSM club that they go to, but it's like also a proper club. Like it's a mixture between it being like a BDSM club and a regular club. That was great. I remember now one of the things that happens. A champagne bottle goes places. A champagne bottle. A champagne bottle goes places. That's not... And I was just like, oh my god, why? Why did the champagne bottle have to go places? But it did. Oh, I did not see that one coming. I was like, new. Bunch of different things has happened, but obviously, like I said, I don't want to spoil things, and I think it's really fun. I definitely recommend this duet. I know that this vlog is basically me reading this duet, but I have no shame about that because it's definitely one of my new favorites. I love the shit out of it. Definitely recommend it. There's just so much more to it, I think, than it just being like a spicy book as well, which I really am appreciative of, because I feel like sometimes it can feel like the smut overtakes the plot, or like it overtakes like the actual relationships forming. And I really was appreciative with just this duet in general, with how all the characters developed and all their different arcs, and Jess's relationship with each of them, but also each of their relationships with each other, because Lucas and Jason also have like a whole thing going on throughout this as well, where like they were never together, and then so that was also really good. And even like Vincent and Manson's relationship like caught me totally by surprise, and like all the developments there, which I don't want to get into because that's definitely spoilery territory, but yeah, it was really perfect. Like such a great duet. So yeah, I'm excited to continue with the vlog that I already started here in Mexico. You guys will eventually see that, but that is it for this video. If you did enjoy this video, please slap it down below. If you want to see more of me, please go to my channel, and until next time, thanks so much everyone. Bye bye.